Hey, what's going on, guys? So after episode 3, House of the Dragon revealed a teaser trailer for episode 4. So we're just going to do a little bit of a breakdown of what it is that we can see and get a better idea of what to expect in episode 4. So let's go.
From my blood.
Okay. So just as a note, this seems to be taking place 1 year past episode 3, so they're moving forward in time. Now Alicent's son, he seems to be about 3 years old now. That's how we can derive all of that. He was 2 years old on his name day, as you well remember from episode 3. So now this is a year forward. Now we start off in this trailer with Rhaenyra recalling a prophecy, and she's reading some pretty ominous words, and we are very familiar with what those words are, speaking of the prince that was promised, which was Azor Ahai, and his successor that would be to come. Now the catspaw that she has in her hand is the very same knife. We are more than well familiar with this knife. It's the same knife that Arya Stark used in order to kill the Night King, and you could see them kind of forging more of it right here.
The prince that was promised. And his will be the song of ice and fire.
Daemon got a haircut. You see Otto in the background still plotting as he usually does, and you could see Daemon got a haircut, and he looks like if he actually is this King's Landing? This might actually be King's Landing, so maybe they made right about their relationship now.
Yeah.
Alicent, her hair seems to be out and she's looking a bit more mature.
House of the Dragon.
Balerion is still looking crazy. Let's just rewind that just a little bit. That's a pretty nice shot, and those people are doing a very good job of making sure that those candles stay lit all the time. Dear mercy, I wish they showed this dragon in his heyday.
House of the Dragon will stand as one for a further generation.
Okay. All of those swords. My goodness. Oof. Okay. All right. That's a lot of swords.
Who will it be? The brother?
They name me King of the Narrow Sea.
They named him King of the Narrow Seas, and from what you could hear, someone is saying, who will it be? Namely, who will succeed Viserys when Viserys dies? And from the last episode, he looked like if something more was wrong. Remember, just in case anyone forgot, he was dealing with some rotting on his flesh. We're not sure if the maggots worked just yet, but from what it looks like, he might have more than one different issue. So when he passes, there's definitely going to be 3 people in contention, right? Rhaenyra, Daemon, and obviously Viserys' heir, his firstborn son, which would be Alicent's son as well. So this is probably what they're talking about. Will it be Rhaenyra, Daemon, or the baby? And Otto is most definitely going to be plotting to gain power in this instance by trying to name Alicent's child as the successing heir. But obviously Daemon is going to try to lay claim.
The daughter?
Your courtship is at an end.
So I can be a remedy for your political head.
So he calls her courtship at an end, which tells me right then and there either this is a flashback, which it probably isn't, or she still hasn't chosen a husband. She still hasn't actually decided to marry, which he's probably fed up at this point because she's had a whole year now in order to choose someone and still can't make up her mind, which means that she's now obviously being rebellious. In this case, he's got to step in.
You are my political headache.
What a little princeling of 3!
I have discomforting news.
Oh boy.
This is a vile accusation.
Who is responsible for this gossip? I will take their eyes.
Who's responsible for the gossip? That is a curious question, because it makes me wonder what kind of gossip is he talking about. Because if such a guy is making that kind of a statement that he's going to take their eyes, it makes me wonder what it is was being said. Maybe something was being said about Rhaenyra, maybe something was being said about his heir, or even something about his relationship with Daemon, or even about his kingship. We'll have to just wait and see from episode 4.
It is not in Rhaenyra's nature to be deceitful. I cannot say the same for your brother.
Iron Throne is forged. they poked a sword at Daemon, which means that they were not expecting him to be there. And if they weren't expecting him to be there, obviously the soldiers are going to be geared up in order to fight. And yeah, the relationship still looks like it's rocky, and you can see Daemon's dragon over here. So I wonder if now they're having a little spat, or is this Daemon being feisty? I guess we will have to just wait and see, but I can't wait for the next episode. I really enjoyed the last episode in episode 3. Daemon stepped up, Daemon did his thing, and so far Matt has been killing the role. But overall, I think my favorite character in this whole thing so far has been Paddy Considine, King Viserys. He's wholesome, he's just a family man trying to do his thing, trying to do what's best for his family, but seems to be getting pushed back from every which direction. So that's all I got for now, guys. If you enjoyed this, or if you have any feedback on what to expect more than what I provided, let me know, and I will see you guys for the next one. See ya.